facing the police every single day.
Hello. Is Tommy here? So you are the man. I'm Cop Watch. Yes. So, so from what, like I was asking you this morning, and this is sad. I just went to other gun stores. Dude, he's doing it.
Let's go for it.
All right. Inside, outside.
Yeah, we'll just go outside.
So yes, multiple have admitted it. One said that yes, they kind of have heard of it. One said it's, another one flat out said it's real. This is sad, dude. I already went to Murdoch. Just going to Murdoch to ask the question for the statute, rule, or ordinance, they fucking trespassed me just for asking a question. So this is getting way...
The sheriff's office?
Huh?
The sheriff's office trespassed?
No, Murdoch. Murdoch did. I am going to go to the sheriff's office and ask. This is... Do you know how many offenses this is now? This is insane. The only way I found it is because I sold my gun. And I asked him, what's the process? And he showed me. I did that pawn paper. Have you seen the one I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, from pawnbroker. You gotta go
yes, that one. So he has not told you here to do that?
To what?
To that if I sell you a gun, that you have to fill it out and give it to him.
Yeah, here's how the law works with regard to that. If you bought the gun here,
right,
and you bring the gun back because you want to sell it,
right,
or put it on consignment, whatever.
Right.
If it was purchased through us, we can just do that.
Right.
But let's say you said, no, I bought the gun in Virginia.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Well, we don't have a record of that, so then we run it through pawnbroker.
Right.
Right, to put the serial number in there, and that'll tell us if there's any crimes against it or if it was bought or sold somewhere else.
Yeah, he called it in, correct, yeah.
So that we got to do. And then say you want us to sell it for you. Now we have to wait 14 days before
found that
we can
out.
sell it.
That is correct.
But there's nothing in there about us having to take a piece of paper and go to the sheriff's office and report it to them. We put it in pawnbroker on the computer system.
Right.
That tells us if there's anything against it.
Right.
If that comes back clean, we wait 14 days, and then boom, it hits the shelves and we can sell it.
On pawnbroker, you're just entering in the gun and the serial, right? Not the name?
No, then we put the name of the person selling it in there, yeah, because sometimes that gets flagged.
See, there again, that's what, to me, that's...
But what it's not, like what I heard you, because that was you that called in this morning, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what I heard, and I knew it was you, that's why I pumped it the way I pumped it.
Well, that's why I called you, because you have a place, dude.
Right. What you don't do is have to go up and report it to the sheriff's office or call the sheriff's office.
I
or
got
go
two that flat out said it.
No,
flat
that's
out.
not true. If you're coming in to sell a gun, you stick it in a pawnbroker, 99 out of 100 times comes back clean. Right? We hold it for 14 days, on the 15th day, boom, for sale, done. But there's no reporting it to anyone else.
I got the
We just
paper.
Look it up on
I got the paper. He said, two of them, and I'm not going to say who, flat out said, yes, the sheriff said he's got to get that paper. I was not making it up. I'm not on drugs. I quit drinking and drugging. I'm recovering alcoholic. It happened. I'm driving down going to gun stores.
I'm saying no. There's no law whatsoever
That's right.
that I'm aware of that would have to happen.
We think one of the other gun shops said it's a veiled threat. Like I said, the first gun shop, when I found out, they hinted you might not have a shop if you don't do it. Dead serious. Totally serious.
That's bullshit. Cops come in here and shop all the time.
I know.
There's
I know
times I'm
that.
sitting here and in one day I'll have 4 officers in uniform.
There you go.
Come in the shop, and there's times they come in, they buy parts from us and equipment from us.
Correct.
They ask questions. Hey, can
and
you
they
look
never
this up?
said
Can you look
that.
Never.
I'm not making it up, man. It's real. And I do have a theory why. Could it be because you're in Punta Gorda? You have a little bit because you're under the city.
No, because the statutes are the statutes, right?
I agree.
They're not limited by.
Well, look
by
what they did.
geographic
Look what they
location.
did with Rule 7. You can't record. That's not even an ordinance, dude. That's a rule they put in the middle of an ordinance and said it's an ordinance. We got all the emails. It's insane. The fire law firm is involved. The county attorney. It's disgusting. I'm seeing a lawyer next week. This is. I got trespassed just for asking the question. Sterling trespassed me. I got it in the car. And you know what's sad? All on video, he said, I disturbed the peace. You watch the video, I didn't do a damn thing. Have you heard good or bad about Sterling? What? Dude, okay, tell me this. If
I don't follow any of these guys.
if he flat out lied on the report, can I do anything?
I have no idea. I
All right.
have no idea how any of that works.
Right. And I did not forget what you said. Don't be mad. I don't have time right now, but I will absolutely want to meet with sometime, get your side of the story. I will post it. Absolutely, not a problem.
If needs be, I might just let a sleeping dog.
All right. Well, I'm just letting you know. I'm trying to be fair.
No, I get it. I just know you got bad information from people that were advocating for this.
Oh, you saw that it was in the paper. It was in the IA. I'm like, holy shit! Wow.
Well, my stuff wasn't in the paper.
I thought it was. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. I wasn't in the paper at all. I had resigned before that ever happened because I got promoted to Tallahassee.
I'll have to look that up. My Facebook is so big, I don't know if I can find it.
That came 4 or 5 months after I had left the sheriff's office. It was all nonsense.
I swear it was in the paper. That's how I found out about it. Either there or somebody called me.
No, she sent people to you, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, she sent people to
yes,
you.
You could be right. That is true. You could be right.
She sent people to you, yeah. That was months after I had left the sheriff's office. She was just trying to find a way to get out of prison. But but the funny thing is, she violated, right? So she was in this jail. I counseled her for 19 months.
Right.
All right. She got out. I put her in a drug rehab immediately.
Right.
As a matter of fact, it was right here. It was the one.
Riverside.
No,
it was called?
not Riverside. Charlotte Behavioral.
Yes.
She went into the drug clinic right there, right out of the gates for 90 days. Gone.
Right.
Right in the clinic. She completed the whole thing with flying stars. Everything went great. She moved in with her mom. I mean, me and her were friends.
Right.
I was working with her attorney.
Right.
And the Department of Corrections. All of us were watching her all at the same time.
Right.
Whatever happened over the 2-year period she was out, she started backsliding. She got arrested up running with this other guy.
Yeah, I remember reading the report. It is messy. The report's really messy.
It was a mess. And
Correct.
Anyway, so she got arrested. She was up in Polk County.
Right.
All right?
Yep.
Well, I'm getting calls from Polk County on her behalf to come see her from the sheriff's office, right?
Right.
Because she's requesting it because I'm a licensed pastor.
Right.
And I'm with the Department of Corrections and the sheriff's office.
Right.
So I'm a badge-wearing, authentic chaplain.
Right.
So she's like, can they come up? So I filled out their brief paperwork, and within 6 hours, they said, look, if you want to come visit her, being that you're in the system, you can come visit.
Right.
I said, well, it's not what I want to do. It's what's going to be good for her.
Right.
You know? So even after she got arrested, she had requested that I go up there to visit her, which I did. So there's log records of, it, of me checking in. Well, she got transferred back down here when I was still here. Right. So while she's here as an inmate in Charlotte County, she's filling out request forms to see me. I want to see the chaplain. I want to see the chaplain. So every week I'm getting request forms. Then when she gets sentenced and she goes to prison, you know, because you get your prison lawyers, right?
Yes.
They all start talking. 4 or 5 months, no, 6 months after she gets to prison, she files this thing that whatever, I was molesting her, touching her, and touching other women. It's ridiculous. And that she was running for her life. That's why she ran.
I know, the story was insane. I remember.
How could she go be running from me?
Right.
Get arrested, then request to see me.
Right.
At Grady Judge Jail up there in Polk, right?
Then
get transferred back to Charlotte and keep filing request forms to see me to counsel her.
Right.
Right. Then I resign and I leave. She goes to prison. And then she starts saying, well, I was running for my life because he was molesting and raping me.
That's pretty, right.
That's why, I mean, the sheriff's office tore through it. They never even interviewed me because it was ridiculous.
Right.
They interviewed, I don't know, like 30 different females that I had spoke to, and they all said the same thing. They said, Chaplain Welchman is completely respectful. He's never made a sexual comment, never made me feel uncomfortable. That's why we file requests to Sam.
Right.
Because he's the only man I can talk to that hasn't tried to rape me or dope me up or, drug him or whatever.
Did she mean cops too? Not you, other cops? No? All right.
Yeah, it was just me.
Wow.
And what happened is she said that in court with Richardson.
Right.
Richardson ordered the investigation. She kept playing this whole game, and even Richardson got the information. He's like, this is nonsense. There's nothing here.
Right.
There's nothing here for this guy.
Right.
And then the sheriff's office closed it out as unfounded. There was not a shred of evidence.
That is true. I think
couldn't find one
like
person.
you said, you were not interviewed because I love getting audio.
Yep.
I love getting audio.
Yep. Now remember, I spent 4 years at Charlotte County Sheriff's Office.
Right.
In that time, let's just say conservatively, right?
Right.
I spoke with over 1,000 women in that 4 years.
Wow.
They could not find one other woman to say, yes, he did something like that.
Right.
Not one.
Right.
They interviewed as many as they could find.
Right.
After they were released, and even the ones that were still in jail, they went and they interviewed them. Every one. They went through all my request forms to find out which women I talked to. They could not find one to corroborate that story. And even say, yeah, he did that to me, or yeah, he said that to me, or yeah, he tried that with me. None.
Right.
What's that tell you?
That is true. As you know, what I just take the report and put it there, just because some. So, but like I said, and actually this is probably good enough. I'll just do this is your story, so you just said it. By the way, one of the gun shops, I need this because they showed me this. Did you know Punta Gorda still has this on the books? I think that's
one, carrying concealed weapons.
Yes. I thought Florida Carry already got rid of all the stupidity here. Dude. I know Florida Carry crucified Charlotte County for their stupidity back in 2011, but this is pretty stupid.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this applies with or without a permit. It doesn't specify.
Right.
I think this might be referencing without a permit, in the absence of a concealed weapons permit.
That could be. But she's hinting even with, because like I said, she works at one of the gun shops. No?
No. State of Florida has preemption over the counties.
Right.
They can't make their own law and say guns are just not legal in this town or in this city.
Well, like you guys talked about this morning, that article about the counties fighting the state on keeping the state law for guns and not splitting off into everything.
There's no such thing in the Constitution about county rights.
Correct.
There's nothing about county.
That article was insane, and then your discussion was awesome on it. So there you go. Like I said, I found out what I did. I heard you on the radio. I had a chance to call in, and actually, you did your story on what happened. So we're all set there. So, but just do some feelers because I'm telling you, I'm dead serious. I got two of them that said it.
I'll ask a couple of cop friends I know, and I'll say, hey, have you ever heard this? Or has anybody told you to tell me this? Or have you been told to tell anybody else that? I'll ask.
I know something's wrong because they just trespassed me just for asking.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I have never heard that. No one's ever come in.
I swear Sterling had a boner when he was giving me the trespass. It's like, oh my God, man.
Well, you've ruffled a lot of feathers.
Not as bad as Ian. I heard they want to kill Ian lately. So that's why I don't hang out with him. I'm not like him. I'm different. Different angle, man. So.
Yeah, I'm not. I know Ian. I know Ian's name or whatever. And I've heard that. Is he the?
He's the fat guy that's doing fuck the cops, fuck the county. He was just at the courthouse. He said fuck the cunt judge.
Is he the one that follows people around in parking lots and yells
Yeah,
at old ladies?
that's where, like I said, that's stupid. That's why he's being charged with real stalking against the old lady because he did it 3 different weekends. Plus, he did it online. It was stupid. Did you know they got me testifying against him in court for that? It's crazy, man.
I think it was him that I saw some videos of that were like some old lady walking out of the county building and like followed her into the parking lot, calling her a bitch and all kinds of nasty words and shit.
I don't know if I know that one.
You know,
I know he followed the attorney. That's fair game because she's corrupt, in my opinion. But yeah, I know we need cops, just not corrupt ones, and that's why I do what I do. Because you've been here long enough too. How many freaking deputies, alcohol, drugs, all this crap, none of them were charged. You know what I'm saying? That's sad, man. None of them charged or arrested kind of with James White. But I mean, if that was me, I would be charged. And I've been illegally investigated multiple times.
Hey, look at Hillary Clinton.
Jesus. That's true.
Same thing.
That is true. But it's still...
2 Republican senators
But it's...
or representatives killed in the last week.
That's true. I heard about that. That's
Yeah,
kind of
2.
scary. That's true. You guys
And
I
the female,
did not know
one of
that.
them that was killed first.
Right.
She was supposed to testify this week to a grand
Yes,
jury
that's
about
what she
Hillary.
said. Oh, dude, I'm grabbing the radio show. That was good. That was very
You know?
good. And that was me bugging Ken Lovejoy to put it on freaking line because sometimes you guys have great radio, man. Absolutely.
We try to do it. Ken and I are pretty much on the same page with a lot of that stuff. And
Right.
I don't just want to go in there and just talk gun shop. You know,
Right.
gun store. That's boring. Engage the public. Talk about
All
these
right.
controversial issues that are tearing our country
You know
apart.
what each gun store said, and would you guys be interested in helping out? Because I forgot to tell you this part. We need more people that went over 3 days on their approval. Eric Friday's already filed the lawsuit. He's asking for more people.
I've been following that lawsuit with Friday.
I have 3 different gun stores that said they have a shitload of people that they've screwed over 3 days. Do you have any? We already know one, Chris.
Yeah, well, Chris was in here and out. He's the only one that I can remember that happened. But
Right.
I mean, it's an FDLE record. You know, it's
Well, they're trying to
It was 60
destroy the records
something
right
days.
now. Did you
I
know
wouldn't
that?
doubt it. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. So I'm just letting you know, if you remember anybody, please let them know. Because Eric Friday said,
Actually, since Eric Friday filed that lawsuit, whatever it was, about 40 days ago,
it's coming quicker
it's
now?
getting faster.
Yeah.
Much faster.
Oh, he said the other day when I called, he said they know they're fucked.
Yeah.
Period. Because this is bad. He estimates that there could be 20,000 people if he could get the records. That's bad.
That's huge.
That's a very big. And then when we get, that's not even the pawn list lawsuit.
Nope, that's just exceeding the allotted time for a background check.
Correct.
I mean, if you can't get it in 3 days, fine. Put in a default of no.
That is correct. Yeah.
And then let them challenge it, or let the citizen.
Correct.
Excuse me. Let the citizen question it and say, okay, we're going to file an appeal.
Correct.
I want to know why I was denied.
Correct.
But what they're doing is they're just leaving them hanging, and that's not what the law says. The law says they got 72 hours, they got 3 days.
So when
to
Eric
respond.
Friday saw that list of 41,000 names from SAO1 up north of non-approvals, he said, dude, that's bullshit. 80 to 90% of those cases I can win all day long.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Totally serious.
We had a guy that got denied, I don't know, about 2 weeks ago. No, about a month ago.
Right?
He got denied. Can't think of a reason he got denied. He challenged it, and within 10 days, he had a letter back from FDLE giving him an approval number.
Wow. Wow.
Let me get that door for you. Just step to the other side. I got you.
What? Oh, yeah, be careful. Dude, they're stalking Chris right now. This is not cool.
That happened. He got that approval letter within 10 days
Right.
of them receiving his letter. He had it in the mail. He walked right back in here, handed us the letter. He bought 3 guns from us, picked up all 3, and went home with a smile on his
Wow. Well, wait a minute. Then he violated another rule because of his 3 handguns. You got to send another thing in, right?
face. Well, if it's 2, you got to do a multi-transfer, a multi-form, yeah.
Correct. Yes. Which
Yeah.
I don't think that's right either.
No, it was
But
2
dude,
long
they
guns
are
and 1
stalking. Chris has to put up cameras because they're stalking him right now just because he broke all this crap open. I'm serious. This is not. This is sad. And you know what's weird? When the cop goes by his house, whose house do they go by next?
Yours?
Mine. We have. You know and I know. I get their sunshine law. I get their GPS location info, dude. I couldn't believe it. By Chris's house, by my house. And what the fuck for? Really? Dude, I'm not on a main thoroughfare. This is not cool. This is bad. That's called stalking, harassment, intimidation.
Could be, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I
Just because Chris broke the story open, they're gonna freaking do that shit? That's not fair.
No, and anything, and like I said to you on the phone, anything that they do outside the law, they need to be questioned on.
That's what
they
I'm doing,
need to
man.
be. If the law says the background check is 3 days, well, we got to hold them to 3 days, right?
There you go.
If they say that, you hold the gun for 14 days with using pawnbroker and then you can sell it on the 15th, well, they can't come in on the 20th and say we're in violation of the law. Anything that they try to shortcut,
Right.
they need to be called accountable on.
I've been even
I
hearing
have
fun.
no truck with that.
I've been hearing fun stories. Have you heard of this one? In 3 days, they made a decision, got the gun, and later they come back. Oops, we weren't supposed to give it to you, and the sheriff goes to get the gun. Have you heard that one yet?
I heard it, yeah. I don't know if
Holy
it was
shit!
true. I didn't get a name
3
about
different stores told me that already. I know it's not often, but it has. That's fucking bizarre. You don't hand it in, the sheriff gets it. I'm like, wow.
Having done a lot of research before, my question is, I hear stories like that, but I want to name a number.
Right.
I want to know who the person is.
Right.
And then verify the information before I'll jump on the bandwagon. You know, because you put anything on Facebook, someone's going to think it's true.
That is true. Yeah.
So I want to know. So
right.
I would do my research, but it wouldn't surprise me. But I would want to verify its authenticity first.
Well, you see, dude, I already told you I don't make money. I'm already out here investigating what I just found out this past weekend because I was floored. He's like, they literally told me if I don't do this, I might not have a store. Holy shit, man.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, I've never heard anything like that up here at all.
Right.
Nothing.
So that's why I'm out. I'm doing, and now you just told me your story. So, all right. So are we fair? We can actually shake hands now, or you hate me? All right.
I'm fine.
All right.
I appreciate it.
All right. Yep. You got your story.
If anything else goes on, I'll let you know. I'll try to find out.
But do your feelers on if this is real.
And then just listen on Mondays because I'll always be up and open and fair.
All right. Do your feelers, dude. I got 3 gun shops already.
I am all about the Constitution. If someone even burps outside the Constitution, I'll be the first to call them on it.
All right, that's fair.
That is our founding document, brother.
And if you don't have that, you don't have free. There you go. All right. Thank you, man. Hey, Charlotte County. This is Charlotte County Cop Watch. I am using any video here with under fair use. If you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc., and please donate. I do not make money from YouTube. And there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.